against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Terrapins offense will go to work first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. And that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
He unleashes a long one. Pulls it in down the sideline. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That's caught. It's Adams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. Now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Wants to throw it. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Winston. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the 1st. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's McCutcheon. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Longhorns! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive points.
And it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got it, looking for the first down. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Washington. Makes the catch, it's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Just a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Got it in the middle, it's Adams. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Adams. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on! Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Terrapins pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Gives it on the option. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. The Terrapins with the 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Scanning the field. It's Washington. Quickly complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. From the gun. He wants it all. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Let's it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Looking for a gap. It's Simon. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They run the reverse. Fights off a defender. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A strike downfield. Flying down the right side. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between the quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And there he goes. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Play action. Fires to the right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving.
And how about the awareness by this guy? On 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very un-good. Not a productive first down play.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
That's caught. It's Peppers. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's reeled in. It's Williams. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. To the air. It's Washington. Here comes the heat. Steps away to find some room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's White. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. No good. Really needed to cut into that deficit, but guys, it remains at 3 scores. The Terrapins will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds a spot in the middle. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs, it's Simon. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Give to the single back. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field. There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
This is a designed run. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Good right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. UCLA dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Always fun.
Always got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quickly to the tight end. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Just feeds the running back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Gain of 9.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to...
Turning it on! Picks up the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Rides the back on the option, the give. Spins away from the defense. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Terrapins come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give from the gun. Plows through the defense. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Quarterback keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Terrapins headed quickly to the line.
I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Texas offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They go to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Shakes off the defender. There he goes. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
On the run, it's Simon. Powers through the defender.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. Fakes it past the marker. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wide receiver comes in motion. Run in the red zone. It's Simon. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Johnson.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, and they are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do here.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Trying play action. He rifles one deep down the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Washington. Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and more. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure coming. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll throw on third and short. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.